So this is going to be a good video to backpack off of the last one, going further into something else here. Because when you do what I have said in that last video, like focus on your life to a whole other degree, consistent, locked in, every day. You're living your life with a damn purpose, bro. And if you don't have a purpose now, guess what? I assign you a purpose at this second. Start fucking living like it. Every day. Like something big is gonna happen for you, bro. Something big. You just gotta keep living that life every single day. You gotta win every single day, and big things is just gonna take its place. That's how you have to move. Stop moving like you can't make it happen. You can make it happen. And I'll tell you something right now. When you're on the path to making it happen, people will turn on you. And this is my warning to you. Don't be shocked. Because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, bruh. People's gonna turn. In a flick. Because as you're consistent, that's when things change. And when things change and when you change, that's when others are going to start to view you a little bit differently now. They might not like the new version of you, bruh. And that's going to be too bad. Because you got to keep going. And you got to keep moving, and you got to keep moving it forward. Regardless of who wants to drop off, regardless of who was there, regardless of who was not there, you got to be okay with whatever goes down. If you're the last one standing, you got to be okay with that, bruh. Because you have a purpose. You're living your life with a purpose. You're not living your life to just try your hardest to fit in. Try your hardest to have a friend. Try your hardest to have some girl or some guy by your side. You're trying your hardest in your own personal life. And it doesn't mean something like so those things can't come in. But your life matters. Your purpose matters. More than everything else. Because how are you going to even be a good friend? How are you going to be a good boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, father, whatever it might be? How are you going to be a good anything if you're like a degenerate? Like if you can't even focus in life. If you can't even have your shit together, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to be a good friend. You're just not. You're probably going to have these attitude problems. You're probably going to be a little weirdo, to be honest. You're not going to have your shit together. You're probably not going to be a good candidate for a wife. You're probably not going to be a good candidate for a husband. You're probably not going to be a good candidate for a friend. Nothing. Because you don't have your shit together. And to have your shit together to the degree that you should, it takes consistency. It takes hard, smart work over a consistent amount of time. And you keep going. That consistent amount of time does not have an expiry date. You got to keep going too. And by the time you are consistent and you break through barriers, you're not even going to want to stop. It's an everyday thing. It's how you live your life. You have transformed yourself as a human being. Completely and utterly. You're not who you used to be at all. You have outworked anything to do with who you used to be. You go from a younger kid to an adult. A well-established, well-rounded adult. You put most people's parents to shame, bruh. You put your girlfriend's father to shame. You walk in the house, you're the real daddy. Yeah, because you were that inconsistent. You're going to put a lot of people to shame when you're that consistent. That's why a lot of people's going to drop off, and that's why I'm saying be warned, bro. Don't be shocked when people fall off. Because people's going to fall off, bro. Throw the cat off the cliff. Grab the cat by the tail. Toss it like a Molotov. Right off the cliff. Just be prepared because these things are going to happen. Bet on it. these things are going to happen. And you know what? A lot of people prevent their own growth in life because they don't want to be hated on. They don't want to be different. They don't want to stand out. They want to blend in. They want to have this friends group. They don't want people to doubt them. They don't want people to think they're crazy. They want to blend in. They want to do what society tells them to do. Is that you? Or is that not you? Because if that is not you, there's a good chance you're probably chosen for something. Probably a good chance. And anybody who tells you otherwise is probably gaslighting your mind, is probably lying. You were put on earth for a purpose, and that is how you have to move. You can't move just like everybody else. You can't think just like everybody else. And guess what? This is going to cause some disturbance. This is going to cause a ruckus sometimes. Like you're just not the same. You don't care to fit in. You're your own person. You're very far ahead of so many people because of how much time and energy you have put into your own life. That's what it comes down to. You've done so much. Of course you're going to change. Of course you're not going to be the same person you used to be when you were 18. Of course not. And what's crazy is some people expect that from you. Why? Because they haven't changed. I've said this before in a video probably a couple times. I used to know people at the age of 16. So let's say I was 16 and they were 16. They were a better version of themselves at 16 than they are at, let's say, 27, 28. And I'm not even joking. And that's the sad reality of a lot of people, bro. Like, some people were like studs in high school and all of a sudden they're like bums. They don't groom themselves. They don't take care of themselves. They're just sloppy. They're sloppy individuals. They're not sharp. They're not sharp. They're sloppy. They don't take care of their health. They don't care what they eat. They don't care when they drink alcohol. They don't care when they do drugs. They don't care when they do anything. They just do whatever, and they don't have a schedule. They're not consistent. They're very much so a feather in the wind in life, just being blown around like this, just doing whatever they feel like, instead of centering themselves and saying, this is how it's going to be. Because I am strong in the mind. And I'm going to put my mind to whatever I want to do. This is powerful. This is smart. A lot of people can't do that in modern society, folks. And this is why you will be the one that gets left unseen by a lot of these people. They're going to drop off. They're going to become haters. A lot of these people are going to stalk you, bro. They don't want to answer to you, but yet they're still stalking your shit. They're still watching everything you're doing. They're a monitoring spirit, is what they are. Done a video on that recently. Things is going to happen. And I'm just saying, this is a warning. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. You were low-key blowing these people out of the water, bro. That's what you're doing. You're low-key blowing them out of the water. You're on the path to becoming. They're on the path to nothing. Do you understand? You're on the path to becoming. They're on the path to nothing. And that's a choice. It's your choice. If that's what you want, I'm not going to be mad at it. That's what you want. Just be strict on what you want and make that happen. That's what you have to do. Have a standard for yourself. That's what it's all about. It's about a standard. You have a standard for yourself. You put your mind to whatever it is that you're doing. And you're not going to be stopped. You convince yourself this is the standard. That's what's going to happen. That's the way you move. That's the way you live. That's the way you perform. That is the standard. When you start to have that standard over a period of time, you're going to get that result from that standard that you have of yourself. You're going to have the things you want and desire because of your standard. If you don't have a standard, a lot of people don't even have a standard. They're a feather in the wind. They do this for a few hours. They don't do it again for months. They do something else. They do something else. They do something else. They do something else. And they're not consistent even with those things that they're doing. Like, if you put a couple hours into something every single day consistently, you're gonna get really good at whatever the hell you're doing. When you're doing it consistently over a long period of time. Like, as long as it's gonna have a payout, as long as it's gonna have a payoff, not a bad idea. It's whatever you want. It's whatever you want to put your time into. Something's going to pay off somehow. Something's going to pay off. Like, if you're going to invest your time into the gym for an hour or two, 4 to 6 days a week, and you work out, you know what you're doing, it's going to have a payoff. If you don't do that, it's not going to have a payoff. If you think you're going to get a gym membership, go once or twice a week for the first month, and then you stop going, but then a month goes by and you decide to go again, and you show up, and the same thing happens, you're not even going to the gym. That's not going to the gym. You're literally failing yourself. It has to be consistent. 4 to 6 days a week, bare minimum. That's what it has to be. You could be probably fit if you went 3 days a week. Fit. But fit is average. Being just fit, bro, I could literally do nothing and be fit. Literally. That's just how I'm built. But being consistent, I'm going to be jacked. I'm going to be shredded. I'm going to be in top tier shape. Top tier percent on earth in shape. Because of my standard, because of how I work out, because of the way I move, because of the way I eat. That's the standard. It's easy. It's as easy as brushing my teeth. One is not harder than the other. One just takes more time. Easy to me. It's the standard you have of yourself. It's what you make yourself do. I make myself do certain things. This is not an average mindset, no? This is not an average mindset. People let their feelings get in the way. People let certain things get in the way. They said they're going to do something and something else crosses their mind, and it's like that little something just to feed it to you. That little something. That little thought that creeped in, you let it just devour your insides and you didn't do what you were supposed to do. That's what can't happen. You have to get tougher than that. You have to move to a stage that's just different than that. That can't be happening. Like that simply can't be happening. So, when you reach these points, bro, you're not going to be the most liked person. You're going to be respected. Even the people that trust me, bro, even your haters respect you low key. They do. They respect you low key. I'm going to tell you guys something right now too. These guys that recently we had a little bit of beef, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? They low key respect me. I'm telling you right now, bro. I know things. I know things. Even your haters low-key respect you. Because guess what? When you show up, when you come around, your energy speaks volumes. It can't be missed. I can't be denied. You can't deny me. I'm right here in your face. What? That's the energy you gotta show up with, bro. And I'm not saying actually do that and go up to people and be that way, but like, you come off as a respectable person. Like this guy means business. This guy ain't a slouch. Look at him, for God's sakes. Look at him. He's not a slouch. So even if we hate him, even if we can't even make eye contact with him and we're just little haters, which is some people I see, they still respect you. Bro, they can't even look at you. They respect you. They might be mad because you are who you are. They still respect you, bro. They still respect. This guy's lethal. This guy's a weapon. This guy's a dangerous man in life. You're respected. Even if you're hated. And that's where you want to be. People feel about you some type of way, bro, behind closed doors, behind the scenes. Like, let's say right now, I'm me. Let's say the thought in my mind of a person pops up. Okay, we view someone a certain way in our minds. Okay, this person popped up into my mind. We view them a certain way. But guess what? When people are viewing you a certain way behind closed doors, it's not what it really is whenever you show up. Because whenever you show up and they see you, it gets very real at that moment. That's when it gets real. They have a different level of respect for you at that exact moment that your energy walks through those doors. And as I'm saying, folks, people's gonna fall off whenever you level up in life. We already know this. Just don't be surprised. Don't be shocked. Oh my God, I'm doing good. What? Where's everybody at? What's going on, bro? Not everybody is like that. Most people is slouches. Most people don't care. Most people don't have a pot to piss in, bro. Most people don't really want it. They're too consumed and busy living the degenerate life. They're not giving it their all. They're leaving stones. They're not leaving no stones unturned. They're leaving stones turned. They're not unturned. They're turned. They're not giving it their all, in other words. Like, not even close. Like, even if you just randomly have one day where it's like a good day, you worked out, you done your stuff, you were consistent with your job, your business, your this, your that, that's not even close to good enough. It has to be that every day. Like, for a long time. That's where it's at. And if you don't have the energy to do it, guess what? You got to teach yourself a little bit more about health and fitness. That's the first thing I done. I made myself a weapon. That's what you got to do. I don't have the energy to do this. You're not eating right. You're not drinking right. You're not hydrating right. Something is off. You have more in you than that. You can be consistent. You can get things done consistently on a daily basis. There's something you're doing wrong, and that's what you got to figure out. I'm giving you guys the blueprint right now. It's about getting your engine going, bro. You can't just get your engine going for a day and just stop it. You got to keep the engine going. Life is a marathon, but guess what? People who's winning that damn race, they're sprinting the damn marathon. They say, life's a marathon, not a sprint. Guess what? The people who's really thriving, the people who's really going to win, are sprinting the damn marathon. We know those crazy people in cross country who damn near sprint the entire thing, like me in the past. I didn't even come first because there were some good ass runners. I got top 5 in the island. I got second on the island 100-meter sprint in provincials in school. So the people who sprint the damn marathon, like, you have a sense of urgency every day. And it's not like you're working yourself up, but it's like you're maximizing every day, which means you're sprinting every day. That's what it's got to come down to, bruh. I'm giving you guys the sauce here. I'm giving you guys the blueprint here. That's what I'm doing. At the end of the day, you're going to do what you're going to do. Everybody's going to do what they're going to do. But I'm trying to get you guys to understand how, on this self-awareness level of how things actually are, because bro, the level of self-awareness that I'm on right now is completely different whenever I was younger. I was ambitious when I was younger. I was hard worker when I was younger. The difference is how much I know, how much I've been through, how much of everything. There's just so much that's been done. So much experience, so much grind, so much hustle, so much experience. And you know certain things because of it. You know how hard to work. You know how to be efficient. I used to go too hard. There's a thing going too hard. I used to go too hard for my own good. Okay, you can, but I didn't have to. Not that damn hard. Because guess what? I needed more energy to do other things. I was putting too much into certain things. That's taking away. That's a waste. That's why you can't only work hard. You got to work smart as well. That's a Floyd Mayweather quote. Ding. He works hard. Like, look at the guy work. He works hard, but he also works smart. It's not just hard, reckless work, meathead work. It is smart, hard work. And that's what needs to be done. It's efficiency. This is what it comes down to, bruh. And trust me, when you get this good in life, when you get better in life, people's gonna fall off. Don't be shocked. Be warned. Just know. You're gonna leave these people behind. And that's how it's got to be. There's nothing else you can do. Some people, maybe some, might rise up a little bit, but it might happen a little bit later for them in life. Like they might get a clue in, they might wake up a bit and, you know, they realize what's real and stuff, and people might want to come around you a little bit more because they have a more eagerness to grow as a human. They're starting to see, like, what am I doing with my life? That can happen to some people. And I would welcome these people in with open arms. You want to work with people. You want to grow with people. You want to do what's right. It's about having that energy around you. It's not even about someone has to be right on your level all the time. As long as they have the right energy coming in, bro, that's what we can work with. That's what we can do. It's about elevating. That's what it's all about. That's why we be repping this shirt, bruh. That's why we gonna be repping this shirt. My shirt's in the laundry right now. A little bit sweaty from the gym. But it's gonna be washed, dried pretty soon. I also appreciate you guys getting the merch. They are sick t-shirts, man. I want to see pictures with some of you guys. If you don't want to take a picture with you have it on, at least a picture that you had the damn thing. Because I'm telling you, these shirts are sick. I got the coffee mug on the way, and I'll tell you, I cannot wait to sip coffee out of that on every other day. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Just to see that logo on the mug as you sip coffee every day. Empowering. Yes. Let's go. You see it, you sip that good coffee. And this ain't coffee right now, this is water, but you get the point. Empowering. Yes. It's a good setup for the day. So let's go. Let's go.